Most people wait for confidence to arrive before taking action. But that's not how it works. Confidence is forged in silence, through discipline, detachment, and doing the hard things when no one's watching. Deep dive. The introduction targets a common fallacy, the belief that confidence is a prerequisite. Stoicism teaches that action is the architect of the soul. The psychological flip. Waiting for confidence is a form of procrastination. By starting with the silence, you remove the need for external feedback. The Stoic core. This aligns with the idea of the internal citadel. You build your strength in private so that when you enter the public eye, your foundation is already laid. You aren't trying to be confident. You are simply revealing the work you've already done. 2. The core pillars. Explaining the points deeply.
Discipline over motivation.
In the Stoic view, motivation is a fickle emotion. If you rely on it, you are a slave to your moods. Dangerous confidence comes from knowing that your body and mind obey your will, regardless of how you feel. Subconscious reprogramming. Every time you finish a workout you didn't want to do, or complete a difficult task, you send a signal to your subconscious, I am the one in charge. This creates an unshakable self-trust. 2. Detachment and control. The dichotomy of control. This is the most powerful tool for dangerous confidence. You must separate what is up to us, your thoughts, intentions, and actions, from what is not up to us, other people's opinions, the weather, the outcome. Why it makes you dangerous. When you stop caring about things you can't control, you become immune to manipulation and social pressure. You are focused entirely on the quality of your own character. 3. Stoic silence. The power of non-reaction. Confident people don't over-explain. Over-explaining is a sign of insecurity. It's a plea for the other person to understand and validate you. Do not react. By practicing silence, you retain your energy. As Epictetus said, silence is safer than speech. When you don't react to an insult or a crisis, you remain the most powerful person in the room because you are the only one who is not being moved by external forces. 4. Rebuilding self-worth through hardship. Stoics practiced voluntary hardship, like taking cold showers or fasting. The logic: if you have survived discomfort by choice, you no longer fear it by accident. This creates mental toughness. You aren't afraid of losing your job or being judged because you know you have the internal resources to endure. The word dangerous here implies that you are no longer predictable or easily swayed. You have become a force rather than a reaction. The death of the ego. The phrase, someone who doesn't need to prove it, is the ultimate goal. When you truly possess power, you have no urge to display it. This is the silent strength, or masculine energy, mentioned in your keywords. It is the calm at the center of the storm. Stoicism suggests that your mind is like a fortress. Most people build their walls out of other people's opinions, social media likes, and career titles. When those things change, their fortress crumbles, and their confidence dies. The deep logic. Dangerous confidence comes from building your walls out of things that cannot be taken away. The practice. You must differentiate between your internal wealth, character, logic, resilience, and external goods, reputation, money, status. The result. You become dangerous because you are unbribable and unthreatenable. If someone can't take away what you value, they have no power over you. Subconscious reprogramming through voluntary hardship. You cannot talk yourself into confidence. Your subconscious mind functions like a skeptical judge. It doesn't listen to your affirmations, it watches your evidence. The deep logic. If you live a soft life, your subconscious knows you are fragile. To reprogram it, you must intentionally seek out the hard thing. Marcus Aurelius' approach. He lived in a palace but would often sleep on the floor to remind himself that he didn't need luxury to be a king. The modern application. This is why Stoics emphasize cold exposure, intense physical training, or fasting. When you voluntarily suffer, you prove to your subconscious that you are bigger than your discomfort. The outcome. You stop fearing bad luck because you've already practiced living through it. This creates a calm intensity that others can feel. This is your moment to shift from hesitation to presence, from insecurity to unshakable focus. Use this as fuel. By the end of this, you won't just feel confident, you'll become someone who doesn't need to prove it. If you want to integrate this, don't just read it. Use this few-minute structure to forge the mindset.